Academic Challenge, top flight competition between teams from Houston area high schools. Now, here's the man with the questions, Chip Beal.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. The quarterfinal round continues with these teams, Klein Forest and Stratford. I'll remind you of a number of sounds, contestants. This sound means your answer is right. This tone means you've answered incorrectly. And this sound, the end of each round. We'll begin with the warm-up round. Good luck to both schools. Your first question is worth 5 points. Frank Stockton wrote a story in 1882 about a lady, her lover, her angry father, and 2 doors the lover must choose between to gain the hand of the lady. The lady was behind one door. What was behind the other?
Stratford Long. A lion.
Not a lion.
Klein Forest, just a tiger.
A tiger. And Klein Forest strikes first. For 10 points, the Dodecanese Islands are found in the Aegean Sea. The name of this group indicates it contains how...
Stratford Pete.
12. 12. Contains how many islands? 12 is the answer, Pete. For 10 points, I want you to match these plant pigments, xanthophyll, carotene, and chlorophyll, with these colors, green, orange, and yellow.
Klein Forest, Eddie.
Green is chlorophyll, red is xanthopy, and yellow is kerosene.
Well, that's incorrect. The question is complete for...
Stratford, Andy.
Carotene is orange, chlorophyll is green, and xanthia is yellow.
No. The third one was xanthophyll is yellow. No score. I have a 5-pointer. Who is the subject of these lines by the poet Vachel Lindsay? A famous high top hat and plain worn shawl make him the quaint figure that men love. The prairie lawyer, master of us all.
Klein Forest, Justin. Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln from Abraham Lincoln Walks at Midnight. I have a 10-point visual question. Check out your screen here in the KPRC TV studio. What sea animal looks like a pincushion?
Stratford Long.
Sea urchin? That is the sea urchin. Long, you have 10 points. And I have a question worth 10. What type of products are produced by such companies as Goldberg, Nexus, and Paul Mitchell?
Klein Forest, Benji.
Hair products?
Hair care products is right for 10 points. I have another 10-pointer. Magellan was killed in the Philippines. Where was Captain James Cook?
Stratford, Pete.
Hawaii. He was killed in Hawaii for 10 points. I have a 5-point question. What nationality describes shirt cuffs that are folded back on themselves
Stratford, Andy.
and fashioned with cufflinks? The answer is French cuffs. I have a 10-point math question. Using scientific notation, what is the quantity 6.3 times 10 to the 8th power minus the quantity 9 times 10 to the 7th power? We'll give you about 10 seconds to work it out. We do ask you to finish all your calculations before you ring in. Stratford has a 35 to 20 lead.
Stratford Long.
5.4 times 10 to the 8th.
That is the answer, Long. 10 more for Stratford. Here's a 5-point music question. Listen to one of Amy Grant's greatest hits and name that tune.
You're not asking for
Stratford, Andy.
Good for me?
Nah, that's not the answer.
perfection, just a love that's well designed. For passing the test of time.
Klein Forest, Heather.
Baby, baby.
No, that's not. I can't believe they missed an Amy Grant question. Every heartbeat belongs to you. Oh, well, I'm happy that you're not spending your time watching MTV. You're spending it engaged in academic pursuit. For 5 points, a coniferous forest would be least likely to appear within which of the following? The United States, the Canadian provinces, the Arctic Circle, or Germany?
Stratford Long.
Arctic Circle.
That's it. Long. 5 more points for Stratford. I have a 10-pointer. What baseball star is the only pitcher to strike out 20 batters in a single major league game?
Stratford, David.
Roger Clemens.
Roger Clemens did that against Seattle in 1986. For 10 points, the partially wild horses common in western states are descended from those left by the Spanish conquistadors. By what name are they?
Klein Forest, Eddie.
Mustangs.
They're known as Mustangs. Right, Eddie? 10-point question. Spell the word defined as an agent to allay fever. This word, antipyretic, helped Wisconsin's Joanne Lagata win the 64th National Spelling Bee.
Klein Forest, Benji.
A-N-T-I-P-I-R-E-T-I-C.
The judge evidently heard you, I didn't, and ruled you incorrect.
Stratford, David.
A-N-T-I-P-Y-R-H-E-D-I-C.
No. A-N-T-I-P-Y-R-E-T-I-C. Here's a 10-point visual. A French doctor became an ardent revolutionary. Hiding in Paris sewers, he contracted a skin...
Klein Forest, Justin.
Marat by David.
Jean-Paul Marat is all we needed. The name of that man stabbed to death by Charlotte Corday. In fact, that was by David. For 10 points, many scientists believe that only the earthbound dinosaurs became extinct, and the others evolved into which modern animals?
Klein Forest, Eddie.
Reptiles.
No, the question goes
Stratford,
to...
Long.
Bird.
Birds is right for 10 points. There's the tone. That's all we have time for. In the easy round, we'll be back to play the bonus round and meet the contestants. Stay where you are. Each team has a 3-0 record to this point, but only one can advance to the semifinals. Klein Forest now has a 40-point total and Stratford 70. Let's now meet the contestants. First of all, from Klein Forest High School. This is an all-senior team. The captain is Justin Kuravakel, 1991 citizen of Texas, Boys State, and Latin Club officer. Next to him is Heather Pemberton, 1991 citizen of Texas, Girls State, and secretary of the National Honor Society. She plans to attend Trinity University in the fall. So, look out, San Antonio. Benji Cruz, a National Merit Committed student, president of the orchestra, treasurer of the National Honor Society, and a member of Student Council. And finally, Eddie Wong, a National Merit semifinalist, officer of his church youth group, and has been accepted by Rice University. Their alternates are Jerry Davidson and Michelle Skinner, coach Naomi Finette. That's the team from Klein Forest High School. Their opponents, another all-senior team, and also an all-Jets team. That's Junior Engineering Technical Society. So they're hoping for a lot of questions related to engineering. Stratford Senior High School captain is Long Win. He's a National Merit semifinalist with a perfect PSAT score. And president of the orchestra. What instrument do you play, Long?
The violin.
The violin. And he plans to attend MIT. Next to him is Pete Ferrier. Citizen B participant, Model UN, and he plans to attend Rice University. Next, we turn to David Saltzman. He's an officer in the marching band. What instrument, David?
Euphonium.
Euphonium, okay. And he plans to attend University of Texas Plan 2 Honors Program. Impressive. And Andy Yu is officer in the marching band. And your instrument?
I played a bassoon.
Bassoon, okay. And he plans to attend Trinity University, along with teammate Long. Their alternates are Ryan Toole and Bobby Chen. Coaches Linda Oldham and Gene Rutland. That's the team from Stratford Senior High School. I'm proud to introduce our judges. They are none other than Professor Tom Hudson, Department of Physics, University of Houston, and Mike Mastandrea. He's the lead judge of that Texaco Star National Academic Championship. Maybe it'll be one of these two schools, winning the Houston competition and advancing to nationals. All right, it's time now for the bonus round. If you get a toss-up right, your team will have a chance to have a conference on a 4-part bonus, which could add 50 additional points. Probability is the first bonus subject. Here's your 10-point literary toss-up. Samuel Beckett and Eugene Ionesco believed human life...
Klein Forest, Justin.
Theater of the absurd.
That's what we're going for. Theater of the absurd, basically chaotic. People have no channel of meaningful communication. What is this type of drama called? So, Justin, Heather, Benji, and Eddie, probability is your subject. Now, you have 5 seconds to work out the 5-pointer, 10 seconds on the 10-pointer, and so forth. Suppose that 20% of the M&Ms you were given were red, and you're going to select M&Ms at random. What is the probability of the following events? First for 5 points, that if the first 2 are red, the third is also red. You have 5 seconds.
1 in 125.
Answer?
1 in 5.
1 in 5. That's all there is to it. Okay. For 10 points, that all 3 are red. You have 10 seconds. What's the probability that all 3 are red?
1 over 125.
That is correct. For 15 points. that not all of the three are red. That not all of the three are red. You have 15 seconds.
1 in 5, right?
16 over 1, wait, 64 over 125.
64 over 125.
No, that's incorrect. The answer is 124 over 125. You picked up 15. Let's see how the score shapes up. Klein Forest now trails by 5. Here is a chemistry bonus next. First, this 5-point toss-up. Ever overlook a typo? Well, in 1632, the London printers Marker and Lucas were fined 300...
Stratford, Andy.
The Wicked Bible, since one of the commandments, what they forgot in the 10 Commandments, not.
They forgot to put in the not. That's right, for 5 points. They did call it the Wicked Bible. What not insignificant word did they leave out of the 7th commandment in their edition of the Bible? And it read, thou shalt commit adultery. Okay. Long, Pete, David, and Andy consider chemistry. Given the chemical formula, name each of the following compounds. For 5 points, AgI.
Silver iodide.
Silver iodide is correct. For 10 points, AuCl.
Gold 1 chloride.
Gold 1 chloride is correct. How about this 15-pointer? Ag3ASO4. Ag3ASO4.
Silver arsenate.
Silver arsenate is right. And for 20 points to a total of 50. MgC2O4.
Magnesium oxalate.
Magnesium oxalate, they ran the category. 50 impressive points for Stratford. They lead it now by 60. 4 Tigers is your next bonus. Here's a 10-point toss-up. A little water clears us of this deed. Sounds like something Pontius Pilate.
Klein Forest, Justin.
Macbeth by Shakespeare.
But it comes from Macbeth and not from the Bible, right? Okay, 4 Tigers is your bonus. Klein Forest, among the leaders of the economic boom in the Pacific Rim, are the so-called 4 Tigers. Name these 4 relatively small geopolitical entities. That tells you that one of them is not Japan. You'll earn 5 points for the first one you can name, 10 points for the second, and so forth until you're incorrect. Fire when ready. The 4 Tigers.
Taiwan, Singapore.
Taiwan.
Taiwan is one. That gives you 5.
Singapore.
Singapore, 10 points on that.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong gives you 15. Your next guess will be worth...
Thailand.
No, not Thailand. That's a good try, though. South Korea would have been the last one. Let's see. What happens to the score? Stratford leads it by 20. History is your next bonus. Let's try this 10-point music question. I want you to identify this song popular among Confederate troops during the Civil War.
Made with flax and hair, sunshine came along with thee.
Klein Forest, Benji.
Orally.
Aura Lee is right for 10 points. Okay, you're president of the orchestra. We forgot to ask you what instrument you play, Benji.
The violin.
Violin. Now, you played that in your first year of instruction, right? Okay, Aura Lee. History goes to Klein Forest. For 5 points, the Ark Royal was the English flagship used in defeating what other naval force?
Spanish Armada.
That is correct for 5 points. You have just tied the game, I believe, or come close to it. Here's your 10-pointer. This would give you the lead. In the summer of 1814, the large British force out of Montreal was halted by a smaller American force at what city? Was it Pittsburgh, Plattsburgh, or Philadelphia?
Answer.
Plattsburgh.
Plattsburgh is right. Plattsburgh, New York. Klein Forest in the lead. Here's your 15-pointer. The Triple Alliance at the start of World War I did not hold up long, as one of its 3 members declared war on the other 2 in 1915. Name it.
Italy.
Italy is right. Here's a 20-point question that would give you a total of 50. Excluding Lady Jane Grey, who ruled for less than 2 weeks, 5 monarchs ruled England in the 16th century. Name any 4 of them.
Henry VIII.
That's one of them.
Mary the First.
Yes.
Elizabeth the First. Mary Queen of Scots.
No, Mary Queen of Scots was not one of them. Henry the Seventh and Edward the Sixth were the others. So you came 1 away from getting that 20 points in history. but you do have the lead by 20 points. Your next bonus will be about day bonus. Here's your 10-point toss-up. On the flag of India, Islam, Hinduism, and Buddhism are the three religions represented. A band of green symbolizes Islam, a band of orange, Hinduism. What symbol?
Klein Forest, Justin.
Band of white.
No. Symbolizes Buddhism, Stratford.
Stratford, David.
Red.
A wheel is the answer. No score. I have a 10-pointer. A steam shovel lifts 550 pounds of rocks at a rate of 1,650 foot-pounds per second. What is its horsepower?
Klein Forest, Eddie.
About 2 horsepower.
That is incorrect. Stratford, the question is complete. Can you take it? Three. You just take 1,650 and divide by 550, and you come up with 3. For 10 points is the escudo, the basic currency of Spain, Portugal, Venezuela.
Stratford, Pete.
Portugal.
Portugal is right, not Venezuela, Italy, or France. Okay, Stratford will try to retake the lead. The Supreme Court's annual term traditionally begins the first Monday in October. On which day does each of the following occur in the U.S.? For 5 points, day on which Labor Day is a legal public holiday.
First Monday of September.
That is correct. For 10 points and the lead, day on which the Kentucky Derby is annually run.
Second Saturday in August.
No, it is in fact the first Saturday in May. So we have to stop you right there, and there's the tone. The first half is history. When we return, these categories for 60 seconds. History, fine arts, Latin phrases, and hats. Score is tightened up. At halftime, it's 140 for Stratford, 145 Klein Forest. Questions used on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge are authenticated by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. Here's how we play 60 seconds. You know it well by now. You pick a subject, and we'll give you 60 seconds to answer as many 10-pointers as you can. Any questions you miss or pass will be referred to the other team, and if you run the category, as happened last week, we'll give you a 20-point bonus. Let's see who's behind. It's Stratford, so long. What'll it be?
We'll take history.
They'll take history. Start the clock. Here we go. Who served as president during the 49th, 50th, 53rd, and 54th Congresses?
Cleveland.
Right. While imprisoned in a British fortress, William Penn penned "No Cross, No Crown," explaining Quaker beliefs. Name the fortress.
Tower of London.
Right. During what century did the first European explorer lay eyes on the Pacific Ocean?
16th.
Right. What country's army was led by Grand Duke Nicholas at the outbreak of World War I?
Russia.
Yes. William Taft and William McKinley both defeated the same man to become president. Who was he?
William Jennings Bryan.
Right. These Indians called themselves Dakota allies, but the French called them this for enemies.
Sioux.
Yes. The original Boers in South Africa were Dutchmen, and some of which group that had fled from France?
Huguenots.
He was in time. Tie goes to the runner, so they got 7 out of 7. 70 points on the category of history. Klein Forest, pick from fine arts, Latin phrases, and hats.
Fine arts.
Fine arts is the subject. Start the clock. Here we go. Which of these painters is popularly known by his first name? Picasso, Cézanne, Goya, El Greco, or Rembrandt?
Rembrandt.
Right. Until about 1720, harps lacked what mechanisms for raising the pitch of strings?
Pedals.
Right. Natural scenery is the object in which genre of painting?
Realism.
Which Italian artist is known for his tomb of Pope Julius II?
Michelangelo.
Right. If there are no sharps or flats at the beginning of a score, you're playing in what key?
C major.
Right. Right. That's correct.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Transformed into one of these insects, Vital takes flight in which Rimsky-Korsakov opera? In a Rimsky...
Butterfly. Flattered. Bumble.
What did Cristofori invent?
The lute.
A painting composed of 2 balanced panels is known as what?
Lithograph.
In which European capital did Diaghilev? The time runs out. And they got Mike Mastandria
40 points.
40 points. Now, I'm going to ask Mike for permission to read that Rimsky-Korsakov question again because I kind of stumbled on it and left Klein Forest at a disadvantage. Do I have your permission to do that?
Well, the only thing is he gave an answer to it, and we paused like that and listened, and his answer was incorrect. And since they've had a chance to go on now, it's really not. I don't think it caused them to miss the question.
Okay.
We really don't.
All right. Very well. Stratford, natural scenery is the object in which genre of painting?
Romanticism?
No, it's landscape. What did Cristofori invent?
Harpsichord?
No, he invented the piano. A painting composed of two balanced panels is known as what?
Parallelism?
No, it's called a diptych. And in which European capital did Diaghilev and time ran out? Your answer?
Toledo.
Your answer? Found the Ballet Russe, and the answer is Paris. That's it for 60 seconds. We will take a break and return for Stump the Experts. Our score at the start of the fourth quarter is Klein Forest 185, Stratford 210. We'll have a series of rapid-fire Stump the Expert-style questions until time runs out. We'll start with a 15-point visual. The big cat you see on your screen belongs to a race found in North Asia that is larger than its...
Stratford, Andy.
Bengal tiger.
No. Larger than southern members of its species. Identify its race and species, Klein Forest. Siberian tiger. For 20 points, what geographical term describes a small New England-style home with a gabled roof?
Klein Forest, Heather.
Cape Cod.
Cape Cod is right for 20 points. Here's a 15-pointer. The chemicals used in all but one of these applications are harmful to the ozone layer. Refrigeration, foam product manufacturing, computer chip cleaning, air conditioning, or refining jet fuel.
Klein Forest, Benji.
Computer chip cleaning.
Well, that's incorrect. Stratford?
Stratford, Long.
Refining jet fuel?
Refining jet fuel. Those chemicals are not harmful to the ozone layer. And I have a 15-point music question. The solo passage called a cadenza is closely associated with what form of composition?
Stratford, Andy.
Concerto.
Concerto is right. You would have heard Mendelssohn's. Here's a 20-pointer. Another music question. Not an audio, though. The Italian word for tail is used to describe the...
Klein Forest, Benji.
Coda.
Coda, the conclusion of many symphonic compositions. And for 20 points, name the second book of Sophocles' trilogy about Oedipus.
Klein Forest, Justin.
Oedipus at Colonus.
Oedipus at Colonus. Excellent. Klein Forest is retaking the lead. I have a 15-pointer. Emily Dickinson's father was once treasurer of a prominent men's college, and she briefly attended one of the Seven Sisters.
Klein Forest, Heather.
Amherst.
Amherst is right. Or Mount Holyoke, which she attended. For 20 points, into which period of music history does each of the following well-known composers fall? Mozart, Chopin, J.S. Bach, and Shostakovich.
Klein Forest, Benji.
Classical, romantic, and modern.
No. Question is complete. Stratford, if you can get it right, you'll tie the score.
Stratford, Long.
Mozart's classical, Chopin's romantic, Bach is Baroque, and Tchaikovsky's romantic.
No, the last one was Shostakovich, and he is modern. You had the others right. 15-point art question. If my husband would ever meet a woman on the street who looked like the women in his paintings, he'd fall over in a dead faint.
Stratford, David.
Picasso.
Picasso's wife said it. Good answer. I have another 15
2 minutes
pointer.
left.
The 2-minute warning has been given. Stratford trails by 5. Which of the former Soviet republics is considering establishing a constitutional monarchy, restoring the royal family that abandoned the throne in 1801?
Stratford, Pete.
Ukraine.
Not the Ukraine, Pete. Good try. Klein Forest.
Klein Forest, Heather.
Russia.
Not Russia. It would be Georgia. For 15 points, a math question. What is the sum of the infinite geometric series 1 plus 3/4 plus 9/16 and so forth?
Stratford, Long.
4.
4 is right, and Stratford is retaking the lead. I have a 20-pointer. What articles of clothing have names that are anagrams of each other? What articles of apparel, it reads, have names that are anagrams of each other for 20 points?
Stratford, Andy.
Bib.
No. Klein Forest? Shoe and hose for 15 points. In the 1976 presidential campaign, President Ford made a major factual blunder during a televised debate with Democratic candidate Jimmy Carter. He stated that there was no Soviet domination in what part of the world?
Stratford, Andy.
Vietnam.
Not Vietnam. Klein Forest to retake the
Klein
lead.
Forest, Heather.
The Caribbean?
No, Eastern Europe for 20 points. In 1810, the same year as Chopin, what German pianist and composer was born? Listen.
Klein Forest, Benji.
Schumann?
Schumann is right for 20 points. I have now a 20-point question. Geologists use what term to describe the luster of quartz? It is glassy or vitreous. And for 20 points, what adjective describes instruments such as promissory notes or checks that are worded in such a way that it may be transferred from one person to another after it would be negotiable? That cone ends the contest. Mike Missandria and Tom Hudson have checked the score. The game is official. Our final, Stratford 270, Klein Forest 280. The winners, Klein Forest High School. Our congratulations to Stratford on a very good game. Sorry you can't go on seeing. The team that does is Klein Forest. They'll face St. John's in the second of the race. Next week it'll be Clearbrook and Kentland. See you then.